I'm gonna make my favorite rusk recipe. It's a favorite in our household and we are out of it, so I need to make some more. So what you're going to need is brown sugar, it can be any kind, 2 eggs, salt, bran, baking powder, flax seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, buttermilk, coconut, self-raising flour, some butter or margarine, 500 grams that's melted, and a nice bowl. Okay, and then I've got my pan, so we can do a loaf pan, or in South Africa we buy these pans. They've got a cutter, but I like to cut it by hand. Okay, so my oven is already preheating. So I'm going to add in 1 kilo of self-raising flour. It has baking powder in, but you're still going to add more. So I need around about 7 cups. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 cups of self-raising. Then I'm going to add in a cup of coconut, shredded or desiccated. So this recipe you can add in anything you like. I'm going to add 2 cups of brown sugar. I'm using light brown sugar. A teaspoon of salt. Even though I'm using salted butter, it isn't too salty. Then I'm going to use 7.5 mils of baking powder. Flax seeds and sunflower seeds, you can add as many as you like. We like a lot of flax seed and a lot of sunflower seeds. So this is basically the dry ingredients. Sometimes I add in almond flakes if I have, or you can add in muesli, all bran, which is like a bran. And then I'm just going to use this normal bran that you buy in the shops with a little bit of fiber, and that's it. So now it's the wet ingredients. I'm just going to mix in everything here. So it's nice and mixed. Now it's the wet ingredients. So I've got 500 grams of stalk margarine bake, but I always use butter, but my friend doesn't have a nice butter, so I had to buy from the shops. And my sons eat a lot of rusks, so I'm trying to spend less on butter. And I also need pumpkin seeds. I forgot my pumpkin seeds. This you can also, I like the crunch it gives. It's nice and crunchy. Okay, so into this cooled butter mixture, I'm just gonna add the buttermilk a little bit. I freeze mine so it's sometimes a bit runny. And then we're gonna add in 2 eggs. Okay, so here's 2 eggs that we just whisked with a spoon. Okay. Now we can add in the rest. Sometimes I need a little bit more milk or buttermilk. You can even add just normal milk if you want, but I like the buttermilk. Okay, so I'm gonna add in some more. careful not to overstir it. Everything just needs to be incorporated. And I make this about every second week. So the oven is preheating to 180 degrees Celsius, and it's going into the oven for 30 minutes, and then you turn it to 160, and then another 20 minutes or so until it's done. And then when it's cooled completely, you can cut it into fingers, and then you have to dry it out at about 110 degrees Celsius for 4 to 6 hours. Mine took 6 hours the last time. So I'm just gonna add the last bit. Butter. You can even use your hands. I'm just going to use my hands to mix it now. Okay, so now we are just going to spread it out evenly, and it mustn't stick too much to your hands, then you know you have the perfect consistency. So my pans are 34 centimeters by 43. You can buy it in South Africa, or someone can make it for you. I think it's like aluminium or stainless steel. I have others that's stainless steel. So you can also wet your hands and that makes it more even. As you can see, I've got more here. It actually doesn't matter, it just bakes. As long as you fill in most corners, it's fine. And I mean, it's supposed to look homemade. And these are the best rusks. Everyone wants this recipe from me. So I thought I'll make it, and then it's on YouTube, and I have a blog at ourafricanfarms.com, and the recipe is on there as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna wet my hands and then press it down a little bit more, and then it's going into the oven at 180 degrees. Okay, so this is what it looks like out of the oven, and then I'm gonna cut it in fingers later today. This is what they look like when they go into the oven. Okay, and here is the second pan. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and see you next week. Bye.